Did you know Hassan Whiteside, Al-Farouq Aminu, Enes Kanter Freedom, and Maurice Harkless are all out of the league? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown, and today we are talking about the drastic collapse of past Blazers players in recent years. And I'm not talking about bench players who were expected to fall off. Obviously no one expected Carmelo Anthony and Evan Turner to still be in the league today. I'm talking about young, significant players that Blazers fans actually viewed as championship pieces at the time. Not only will this video show how disappointing some of these players turned out, but it will show how oblivious and how much us Blazers fans overvalued our team. Since 2016, the Blazers organization has been trying to build that perfect team around Dame and CJ, now Dame and Simons, and in general have failed miserably. Although I'm feeling optimistic this year with Josh Hart and Jeremy Grant in the starting lineup, that does not mean this organization didn't make some bad choices in the past. Today we are looking at where Al-Farouq Aminu, Maurice Harkless, Robert Covington, Norman Powell, Enes Kanter Freedom, and Hassan Whiteside are today. The Blazers trading for Hassan Whiteside might have been the worst front office move of the decade. The Blazers wanted to prioritize defense and paid Hassan $27 million, and although he was a good defender, the Blazers were the worst defensive team in the NBA that year. Hassan had great stats, averaging 15.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 3 blocks a game. But $27 million is ridiculous. The Blazers got fleeced and overvalued his skill set so significantly, it's hard to believe the front office could pass a basic middle school math course. The following year, okay, just get this, the following year, Hassan signed a $2 million contract with the Kings. 2. The Blazers paid 27. That is over 13 times the amount we should have paid for him. The Blazers were that desperate with Nurk being out that they felt the need to give Hassan an all-star player level salary. Today, Hassan is a free agent just 3 years after playing with Portland when he received the bag. The Blazers' decision to trade Gary Trent Jr. for Norman Powell in March of 2021 is a trade that is tough to stomach today. Blazers fans viewed Norman Powell as that championship piece the Blazers needed in order to compete. Some people think Norman Powell sucked as a Blazer fan, and before we can even argue that case, look at this. This is Norman Powell's stats from when he was a Blazer compared to right now. This is using Basketball Index as a website, and look how less efficient Norm is as a player today. Powell averaged around the 90th percentile for numerous categories within the efficient section. Now just a year and a half later, he is in the 70th percentile for a lot of these categories. These stats also show how much worse he has gotten as a defender. Sure, today he is a better playmaker in these stats, but then again, he isn't playing for the Blazers' ISO offense anymore. Although Powell is having a rough year, it is early and I am hoping he can turn it around in 2023. On July 9th, 2015, Al-Farouq Aminu signed a 4-year, $30 million contract with the Portland Trail Blazers. Chief averaged around 10 points throughout his Blazer life with average shooting numbers and getting 7 boards a game. Unfortunately, in December 2019, he suffered a torn meniscus and is out of the league today. I don't want to judge someone off an injury, but just look at his stats to open 2019 when he was supposedly still healthy. Signs were already showing he was on the decline. Today, Al-Farouq Aminu is on the Nigerian men's basketball team when just 3.5 years ago he was competing in the Western Conference Finals. In November 2020, the Blazers traded 2 first-round picks for Robert Covington, and here are his stats today. Yeah, guys, I don't know what happened to Rocco. It is insane how you can fall off this hard in just a couple of years. The Blazers traded a 2025 first-round pick for Jeremy Grant, and here are his stats. Comparing these trades is just vomit-worthy. Here are Rocco's stats throughout the 2 years he was a Blazer, and just, I don't know, man, you don't give away 2 first-round picks for someone to shoot under 40% from the field. Blazers fans expected Robert Covington to be an elite wing defender, and although he was solid, yeah, we definitely got a little too excited. On July 14th, 2015, Maurice Harkless was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for a 2020 second-round pick. Blazers fans hoped Harkless would develop into that versatile wing the Blazers needed in order to win an NBA championship. Harkless was a decent wing for Portland, averaging 8 points a game throughout his Portland career, as well with 4 rebounds a game and shooting close to 50% from the field. However, today Harkless is not even 30 years old, yet he is out of the NBA and playing in Puerto Rican Basketball League. It is crazy given that some Blazers fans viewed Harkless as that championship piece, and yet not a single team wants to sign him today. When Jusuf Nurkic suffered a broken leg, the Blazers knew Enes Kanter would have to step up big time. Kanter signed with Portland twice, once in 2019 and once in 2020, and averaged over 10 points and 10 boards. Those stats are solid, but when he played for Boston, where he changed his name his final season, he averaged a career low 3.7 points per game and just 4.5 rebounds a game. Midway through this season, he was traded to the Houston Rockets, who immediately waived him. He's out of the league today, obviously, but it's not just because he's bad, but it's because of his head. I'm gonna say it, he's a hothead. No one wants to trade for a guy who has beef with his home country in Turkey and wants to sue the NBA for giving him an award. It is sad to see these Blazer players collapse. I mean, other than anyone on the team now, Seth Curry, Gary Trent Jr., CJ McCollum, every other Blazer player is significantly worse now than they were as a Blazer. I would have put Rodney Hood in this video, but then again, that ACL injury is so brutal that I did not really want to talk about him that much. Also, Caleb Swanigan, although he was never a starter, just 1 year after being out of the league, he gained a significant amount of weight and actually died a year ago due to complications of his weight. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. What Blazer players are you most disappointed and surprised with their outcome? I truly think the Blazers are in a great state now, because if we were to trade Jeremy Grant and Josh Hart, I still think they are great players 4 years down the line, especially Jeremy Grant. I really do love every Blazer player by heart and wish the best for all of them, whether that's rooting for them to win the championship. As long as they're not playing the Blazers, I'll root for their team, as well as just for some players just getting another chance and hoping other teams see something in these players and giving them contracts. Make sure to subscribe for more Blazers/NBA content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.